Today we're going to read The Book Without a Story by Rabei. The library is a place that is full of stories. There are all sorts of stories to read there. Funny stories, scary stories, and there are also the stories that the books tell about you. Oh yes, when the library closes and the last librarian has gone home to bed, when there's absolutely nobody about, the books all come out and talk to one another. My last reader read me on the bus, said Billy the Big Book of Birds. My last reader read me at lunch, said Susie the Space Story. There are splashes of soup on my pages. Yum! Sitting way up on the highest shelf in the library, Dusty sighed sadly. They put me up here when I arrived, so nobody has ever read me. I don't even know what kind of book I am. Oh, he looks so sad, doesn't he? There's a girl called Sophie who comes in here all the time. She'd love to read you, said Marta, the book of math puzzles. But how will she find me if I'm all the way up here, said Dusty. Poor Dusty looks so sad. You leave that up to me, said Paul, the pop-up book of Paris. The rest of the books made a book ladder, so Paul could climb up to Dusty's shelf. Look at that pile of books all the way up there. Wow. The next morning, Sophie came into the library with her dad and her little brother Jake. As she was passing under Dusty's shelf, Paul opened his Eiffel Tower pages and popped Dusty off. Good luck, he said. Dusty tumbled until he landed on the floor right in front of Sophie. She picked Dusty up, and she was just about to open him when she saw her friend Layla. So instead, Sophie put Dusty on a table and ran over to say hello. Bless my bookmarks, said Billy. How can we help him? Bless my bookmarks. We can't, said Susie. No one must ever see us move. So the other books could only watch as Sophie's little brother Jake sat down at the table. But Jake's never read anything, said Marta. He just draws. He won't even notice poor Dusty is there. Oh, poor Dusty. But then a gust of wind blew through the open windows. Dusty's pages whispered in the breeze, sending out a little cloud of dust. Achoo! Sneezed Jake, and he looked over at Dusty. There was a big picture of a dinosaur, just like the one he was drawing. So Jake pulled Dusty over and looked at the cover. And then he turned the page and he saw another dinosaur picture and another. Dusty was full of them. And next to each picture there were words all about dinosaurs, his favorite thing in the whole wide world. Wow, that looks like a good book, huh? So Jake started to read. And the more he read, the more hot, jungly dinosaur world of Dusty's The Book of Dinosaurs grew inside his head. He was still reading when Dad said it was time to leave. But Jake didn't want to leave. He wanted to keep reading. So the librarian explained to him that he could borrow the book and take it home with him. Jake read Dusty all the way home, and when he finished the book, he started it over again. And when his friends came over to play, Jake told them all about the Book of Dinosaurs. And then he told Sophie's friends and his mom and dad's friends too. When Jake brought Dusty back to the library the following week, all the other books wanted to know about his adventure. Did he read you on the bus? Asked Billy. Well, he read to me in the car, at the kitchen table, in the bath, and secretly at night, said Dusty. Do you ever read books at night? I love to read books at night. Then he shared me with his friends. It was so much fun. I wonder if anyone else will ever want to read me. Just look, whispered Marta. So Dusty did. And he saw... Everyone did. Aw, look at kids in dinosaur costumes. Everyone wants to read Dusty's Book of Dinosaurs. Oh, and look at all those dinosaurs. What a nice book.